Chris Hughes articulated the nature of their connection, stating, "It's like our friendship is like, it's just a really strong bond between two people, which is just a strong friendship, and I think you could have a soulmate friendship. I think that's a thing, and to me, it's like that energy of where it's not like the standard friendship that you have with your friends, but it's, it's still a friendship. We are friends, and it's just nice." He further expressed his surprise at the intensity of their friendship, particularly given the challenging environment of the reality show. "I found it strange that it was such a strong friendship, but having someone in there to go through an experience like that, have someone there every day, when you're emotional, when you're down, when you're happy, that was beautiful. But, I'm really grateful for our dynamics that we have and our bond that we have, and whatever does we will." Jojo Siwa revealed that the isolation and introspection afforded by her time on Celebrity Big Brother led her to reevaluate aspects of her life, including her relationship with Kath Ebbs, who uses gender-neutral pronouns. Day 3, "I was in my own thoughts, away from everyone that I know, away from everything. And I sat with myself, and from that point on, I really realized things that I was okay with in my life, that I should never have been okay with. And I knew as soon as I got out, I wanted to fix things in my life and make a change that I needed to make, because I don't know, I think you have this experience that is so exhilarated, it's 20 days, but it feels like it's 4.5 years. And the first thing you want to do when you get out is just exactly what you need to do in your life to make it as good as you can." Siwa elaborated on the realization that her relationship was not as fulfilling as she had perceived. "And I think I realized just how not great things were that I was pretending they were great. I'm very grateful that I had Chris in there for support and comfort, even though you didn't know what was going on in my brain." She confirmed that she had ended the relationship with Kath at the show's wrap party, corroborating Kath's previous statements on the matter. However, Siwa maintained that the timing and circumstances of the breakup were not premeditated. "I'll be honest, that was not a plan, that was not an intention, that was not supposed to happen like that. Initially, I was told that when it was something they didn't want to attend, and then an hour into the wrap party, they decided they wanted to, and so I was genuinely just going to have a conversation before, and then it just led to another." The unplanned nature of the breakup suggests a spontaneous culmination of the internal realizations Siwa experienced during her time on the show. The narrative paints a picture of a deep and supportive friendship blossoming in an unusual and intense environment. The soulmate friendship label, while perhaps hyperbolic, speaks to the profound impact Chris had on Jojo during a period of significant personal reflection. The show provided Jojo with the space and time to confront issues she had been avoiding, ultimately leading to a major life change. However, the timing and manner of the breakup with Kath do raise questions. Was it truly unavoidable, or could a more considered approach have been taken, given the sensitivity surrounding relationship endings? It is understandable that Jojo, fresh from a period of intense self-reflection, felt compelled to act decisively. However, the potential for causing unnecessary pain to Kath by initiating the breakup at a wrap party, regardless of the initial intentions, is a factor that cannot be ignored. What would you do in Jojo's place? Would you have waited to have a more private and considered conversation with Kath, even if it meant delaying the inevitable? Or was the urgency to align her external life with her internal realizations too strong to resist? The situation highlights the complexities of navigating personal growth within the public eye, where decisions are often scrutinized and judged. The focus on the platonic nature of the Chris-Jojo relationship, while seemingly driven by a desire to manage public perception, could inadvertently undermine the validity of their friendship. Why is it necessary to constantly emphasize the absence of romantic intent? Can't a deep and meaningful connection exist between two people of different genders without it being automatically sexualized? The constant reassurance feels almost defensive, potentially reinforcing societal biases about male-female friendships. The whole situation begs the question, are we, as a society, capable of accepting and celebrating profound platonic relationships without imposing romantic expectations? What do you think about this?